up, guys, and welcome back to Faceovermatter. It is your girl Jay here, and in today's video I have some products I want to review today. I got a PR package from Milk Makeup. What a blessing, what an honor. Thank you so much, Milk Makeup. So let's get into it. So they gave me two boxes. I've already opened them, so I kind of know what's in here for the most part. This smaller one I think is some eyebrow products. Yeah, we got the Kush Clear Brow Gel. And then we got the Kush Fiber Brow Gel. All right, yeah, so the bigger one, we got, hey, there's nothing better than coming home to a package. So we wanted to welcome you to the makeup studio fam by sending our greatest hits your way. These are our best sellers, the core products that are nearest and dearest to our hearts. If asked, we love them all equally. So we got Kush Mascara. We got, I think this is a stamp, I believe. This is foundation, concealer. We got a blur stick, which I actually already owned the blur stick, but there's nothing wrong with having two because I actually enjoy using this one. This is some type of cooling sensation for your pores, I think. We got setting powder, we got blush, and we got an illuminizing stick as well. So super excited. I've actually used Milk Makeup. I haven't used their foundation, but I have used their concealer in the past. I believe I still have it. Okay, maybe not. We got the cooling water. This is the Sleep in a Stick, a portable savior that depuffs under eyes instantly with energizing caffeine and soothing seawater. Depuff soothes and hydrates, cruelty-free, paraben-free, vegan, gluten-free, silicone-free, fragrance-free, and oil-free. So it's cooling water. So I wonder if it applies. Okay, here we go. I wonder if it applies blue. It says fragrance-free, but you see how hard I have to sniff? Like it's very, the smell of it is very faint, so I think it's pretty accurate. So it's cooling. So let's see what it says again. Depuffs under eyes instantly with energizing caffeine and soothing seawater. So let's make sure we focus this underneath the eyes. Depuffs lit. Even though now the way to test this out will probably be like early in the morning, like when you're fresh out of the bed, trying to do your makeup. Yeah. So I'm just going to apply it here. I'm going to apply it on the apples of my cheeks too. It's cooling sensation, and the cooling may, I'm not saying it'll blur out my pores, but just that cooling sensation may help minimize the pores. So that felt good. It's definitely cooling. It's definitely cold. Even after applying it, I can still feel like the cold sensation. So that's actually pretty good. So the directions say to apply under the eyes to depuff, on the face to calm, and on temples and pulse points to cool down throughout the day. Okay. So yeah, I like this. This feels really good, really cooling. I hate to continuously say the words that's in it, but it does feel very cooling. I like this a lot. All right, so also we got the blur stick, which I know pretty much about the blur stick. Has like a little luminescence to it, but also it blurs the pores. And then we have the holographic stick, which I'm gonna assume this is for highlighting. So we may have to just use that later. Since I already have the blur stick here in my possession, I believe these are the same shade. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on my finger and just apply it to the apples of my cheeks. Again, this is where I really get, my pores are really big. I'm pretty sure everyone's is kind of like that. It's just kind of like that target spot. So I believe Milk Makeup is one of those brands that's just kind of like, they focus a lot on really natural makeup, like really, really natural. A lot of skin is played into it. The skin, the luminescence of the skin, the glossiness of the skin, all of that type of stuff. Okay, so the blur stick Prime to Glow primes, blurs, and mattifies with luminosity, cruelty-free, paraben-free, vegan, and gluten-free. So, got that down. All right, we're going to go ahead into foundation just because this is something new that I have not tried. So with the paper, it says blurs got you covered. An oil-free, silicone-free, full coverage foundation with a modern matte finish and super lightweight feel, ideal to normal to oily skin types. Thank you. Covers an ultra lightweight, full coverage, modern matte liquid foundation. Ultra lightweight but full coverage. All right. Blurs packed with blurring microspheres, tiny power-filled spheres that diffuse light and leave your skin with a soft focus effect. Shake vigorously to activate blurring microspheres. And also it says it feels like a serum, highly pigmented formula that has a serum like feel. 1 to 2 drops is all you need for a full face. Shake to activate. Blurring microspheres, apply 1 to 2 drops on the back of your hand and use your tool of choice to blend from the center of the face and outward. Add more drops on areas of concern. So 1 to 2 drops. So is that oil or not? Is that oil or not? Just curiosity. If you say it's oil free, then let it be oil free. Darn it. This is what I mean. I don't know if this is oil or what, but there's like a liquid. There's like a liquid that has come out with it, if you guys can see. There's a liquid that has come with this. All right, so it says start from the center of the face. So we're just gonna, ooh, this might not be my color, but we got a turtleneck on, so we might be okay. All right, so I'm starting in the center of my face. They also, it has on the paper that it has new. So it seems like there are some new shades that have been released. If I'm honest, I kind of like this. Oh, I have the shade Tan. It's at the top, on the top. All right, so next let's go into concealer. So this is the Flex Concealer. Flex on a medium to full coverage, lightweight, long wear concealer that covers, calms, and flexes. Flexes as in blends into skin without caking or creasing thanks to a combo of tiny blendable spheres and elastic marshmallow root powder, the ingredient that gives the candy its squishiness abilities. Okay. I apply directly under eyes or on top of blemishes and problem areas. Blend with fingertips. So let's try to, apply directly under the eye. Again, before I have used their concealer before. I haven't used it in a while, so let's see how, ooh, I feel like I look orange on camera. I honestly do not mind doing my makeup with my hands. It's just the simple fact of how messy it could get, I guess. I just feel like it can get super messy. I can definitely see the medium. As of right now, this kind of looks like a light to medium. I don't really see the fullness of this. This is not my foundation color, as you can tell. But, like I said, as of today, it'll be okay, I guess. Let's add a little bit more just to balance out the highlightiness. Because that's literally what we're doing, is we're highlighting. Honestly, I kind of like how it feels. It feels very, it's funny to say, but it does feel kind of squishy. Like, it does. See, I would rather read, I would rather give my thoughts on the product before I read, like, the description of what it actually is supposed to do, and then, because I feel like because I read it, I feel like that's the only word I can think of is squishy. Because I don't think I would think of that word for a concealer. All right, so we got the Blur and Set Matte Loose Setting Powder. Blur, Set, Go. Blur, Sets, and Smooths. Directions: bounce, sponge, or brush into mesh opening to pick up powder. Dap off excess. Then lightly dust all over the face. As a final step to set makeup, sponge is infused with antibacterial charcoal to help keep it clean. So, they gave us this. You gotta pop it open. Let's see. There we go. Pop it open. Blur, Set, Go. The packaging, I love Milk Makeup's packaging. I think it's so aesthetic and just different. Okay. So, well, this is different. So if you can see, it almost reminds me of like one of those Kush cushion foundation things where you kind of have to like mash it down to get the product out. It's like this little net. If you could see, it's like a little net. All right, so I'm going to use a sponge that they gave with the powder, and it says bounce sponge into mesh opening to pick up powder, dab off excess. Lightly dust all over the face as a final step. All right, so it looks nice, guys. All right, so I'm just going through and setting the remainder of the face. All right, so next we have is the lip and cheek. It's a 2-in-1, get it done, does both, hydrates, and is quick. So directions is to dot onto cheeks or apply to lips for a hint of color and hydration. blend with fingertips, build for more payoff. All right, I'm gonna use my finger. It says use finger for more payoff. So I'm just gonna use my finger to get a little bit, and we're just gonna go straight to the cheeks. And it says, of course, apply more for more payoff. I just wanna see it just start to apply first before I start going in heavy. Because sometimes you may play yourself. You think you're not applying enough blush until you look back and you're like, Clown City. And then your makeup is ruined. All right, let's see. A little bit of color. Ooh. Okay, natural makeup. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of my lip liner just because y'all know me. All right, I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of the lip and cheek. This actually looks pretty good. Not sure of like the longevity of this product, especially on the lips, but maybe the cheeks more so. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a gloss that's not from Milk Makeup. It's actually a Burt's Bees 100% Lip Shine. All right, so next we have the holographic highlighter stick. Highlighter goes galactic. Illuminates, hydrates, and it's universal. Directions: swipe directly onto skin or use your fingers to apply to cheekbones for a holographic highlight. Also can apply to eyes and lips. Holographic stick works on bare skin or over makeup. I would hope so because we've already applied to makeup. Let's try it out. I'm gonna use my delicate finger again. Ooh. Ooh. That's really nice. I like that a lot. And it has like a pink tint to it. So I'm not exactly sure exactly how I like that. But it's very illuminizing, very pretty. All right, so you can apply it to the eyes as well. So I'm just going to rub some of that over my lid just to give our lid some love. This is just, I just feel like this type of brand is perfect for the summertime. Okay, so let's get into the brows real quick. The next thing that I do have is this Milk Makeup stamp. It's actually a heart. So, see the little heart? It's cute, it's fun. Don't see myself putting that on today. Maybe for, you know, something later on in the future. And then we have the Kush Mascara, one hit for high volume, naturally lit, high volume puff puff brush, cruelty-free, paraben, vegan, and gluten-free. It says wiggle the puff puff brush into the root of your tip, from root to tip, excuse me. Use the brush head to reach and define inner and bottom lashes. Add coats for intense volume and stay clump free. And this thing has weight. It's like an industrial. This is like an industrial mascara. So let's do it root to tip. And it says to wiggle from root to tip. What do you guys think? Y'all know how I feel about these really huge mascaras. I think they're kind of like doing the most, but I mean, it's mascara. I mean, hey. I can definitely see that it's giving me high volume. I like that. It's making my lashes look really full. I love that. All right, so the last thing we do have before we go back in with mascara and I give you guys my final thoughts is they gave me some Kush Fiber Brow Gel. This one, I have two colors. I have Dutch and Hydro. So one I think is a brow color and then the other, okay, so the Hydro is the clear gel. So let's go in with Dutch. This is the one that has color. I just love the packaging. Like, it's just so aesthetic. Like, it's just so nice. All right, so let's go in with Dutch and let's just see. Let's see how it looks in the brows because I need some brows. But my face looks really natural and like just glowy. All right, so use the tip for the more sparse areas. So just like anything else. All right, what do you guys think? I think that looks pretty good just for it to be a brow brush. Okay, so final verdict on this Milk Makeup product, full face review. Honestly, just looking at my face, Besides like my foundation not exactly being my color shade, and I do feel like this color is a little bit too like orange, but other than that, I mean, that's like a small thing. I could easily go and get my shade. It's just, you know, they're sending it to me through the mail, just trying to find out my shade through like my videos and stuff like that. But this shade is in the shade Tan. This foundation is in the shade Tan, and it's a little bit too dark, but as I applied everything else, everything seemed to kind of go with it, and it looks good. So we'll start from the beginning of what we used. All right, so the very first thing we used was the Milk Makeup Cooling Water. This, honestly, I really liked. Now, I can't say that I can still feel the cooling sensation, but just applying it, it definitely was a cooling effect. It definitely made my face feel a lot cooler and just more refreshed, things like that. Especially if I'm hot and doing my makeup, this would definitely be something that I would like reach for during the summertime, just for that cooling effect when I'm doing my makeup, just so my face feels a little bit more firm and not just all mushy and things like that. I actually really do like this. The Luminous Blur Stick, I've used this plenty of times before outside of a milk makeup review. I do like this. It gives a really nice luminous look to your skin at the same time as blurring out the pores. I can say, not trying to find something to say about it, but I can say that this hasn't been like my go-to product for blurring. I've been using other things as far as like for a blurring effect, but as far as it being a luminous stick and for the blurring, of course, just that as being like kind of like an added plus, it's definitely nice and definitely something that I will reach for again and again and again, which I've actually been doing. So now that I have two, which, where's the other one? I keep losing it. So now that I have a brand new one, you know, it'll definitely last me a little bit longer now because I've had this one for quite a while. I've probably had this probably like the middle of the year. Still have it, still haven't ran out. I haven't even put a dent in it. So now I have another one that I can keep and just continuously use. While we're here with the sticks, bump going in order. We'll just go with whatever. The lip and cheek stick. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can still see like the pinkiness on my lips, which I do like because it definitely gives me still like that natural flesh tone lip color without it being like, oh, it's super pale pink or super peachy pink or super hot pink or something like that. It gives me like a nice flesh tone pink. And then of course me adding my lip liners and gloss and stuff with it. I really love this lip combo. I think it's really nice. I definitely will pick this up again. Outside of the lips, I really like it on the cheeks. I could say I could add a little bit more just to bring a little bit more color, but I'm really like, when it comes to blushes, because sometimes I can OD on blush, and it's sometimes when you apply a lot of blush, it can be hard to come back from it. But this, of course, being kind of like that oily, creamy kind of product, I feel like you could build up and take away if you wanted to. But I think I have enough. I like it. I will use it again. So all of the sticks, I love them. I love them. I just love how chubby they are. One more stick. We got the holographic stick as the highlighter. I absolutely love this. Putting it on, it looked super pink. So like when I was swatching it like on my finger, I was kind of like, for a second, because I'm like, okay, I'm not into like the colorful highlighters. Just keep me simple with like a champagne golden. That's enough. But honestly, just having it on, I love it. It just gives me a really fresh, that's the main thing I can say about my makeup today. I look really fresh and just awake and glowy and just ready for the day, not trying to cover up anything, if you know, other than maybe like a blemish or something, but I'm not trying to look like a different person. I look like me, and I look, you know, like I tried today to look like something very dewy, but I like it. Which brings me to the next thing, the foundation. Besides it not being my exact color, I love this. I'm going to get my shade. I love it. I can still see my skin. It's not heavy. It's not doing the most. It's nice. It feels good. The color is nice. I look put together, and I love how it's set to apply from the center and outward. I really like that method. The eyebrow gels, I don't really know if I'm really gonna use these again. Like I said, how they feel right now, they feel pretty stern, stiff, whatever I can say. Feels pretty good, so I'll just keep these on standby if I want to use them again. The powder, I really like the powder, just simply because it set my under eyes and everything, but it didn't make it super tight and just really dry feeling. So this, I feel like is definitely something I will pull for yet again. I really do like this. I definitely like this. And it does say blur and set. So maybe next time I could try and put it here or something. Maybe that will help blur out my pores as well. And then the concealer. The concealer is nothing that I'm like, oh my God, you gotta have it. But it's very hydrating and it feels really good on my eyes. I've used plenty of other concealers before. My under eyes will feel really dry. This feels really hydrated, but it's still set and it covers. And it's not to the point where it's like, I look like a different person. I just like it. So everything I used today, I loved. And I'm just really glad. I mean, other than the little stamp, I mean, I put it here. And as you can tell, it does have a little bit of bleeding, but other than that, it's definitely like stern. It's the color's there and it's gonna stay. But it would be cute to like add it, but I'm not gonna do it today because I gotta go somewhere. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, Milk Makeup, for this beautiful, just super generous packaging, PR package, or whatever you want to call it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys seen something that you might want to try. Again, I'm gonna go try to find my other color foundation because I want to use that again. But thank you guys so much for watching. So as always, if you're new, I'm Jay. And if you're not new, I just thank you so much for supporting me with whatever I do here with my channel. I love each and every one of you to no end. And of course, until next time, God willing, I will definitely see y'all in my next one. Mwah.